Okay, good morning. Today we're going to talk about ratios and rates, and our first handout we're going to be looking at rates. So notice this is 5.1. This is the first handout on 5.1. We're going to take a look at the odds all the way through, and we're going to take a look at rate and then the unit rate. Okay, so I have 6 calculators, cost $170. So the rate would be $170 over 6 calculators. Okay, so my cost, and down here is the calculator part of it. Okay, so if you divide simply 170 divided by 6, you get 28.33. So you get 28.33 repeating, and that's the price per one calculator. So all you have to do is divide those numbers out. Remember, the top number goes in first, then the bottom number. So 170 goes in first, divided by 6. Okay. Number 3, mowed 3 yards for $20. So $20 will go on top, divided by 3 yards. So I'm just going to grab my calculator. 20 divided by 3 is going to be 6.66, and it's a repeating, so I'm going to go to 7. So $6.67 per 1 yard. Again, when you divide it out, it'll always be 1 on the bottom. Okay, number 5. 5 gallons. Okay, and 160 miles. So what do I want? So I want miles per gallon or gallons per mile. Either way we can do this, it doesn't matter which one. So I think I'm going to do 160 miles first in this case. 160 miles per 5 gallons. So if I go 160 divided by 5, I get 32 miles over 1 gallon. Okay. And that's probably the unit rate in which you want to do this one. Okay. Number 7. 7 chocolate bars cost $18. So I'm going to go $18 on top, divided by 7 bars on the bottom. And 18 divided by 7 on my calculator, and I get $2.57 per 1 bar. Okay, again, simple division. I think you're going to find this handout's going to be pretty easy to do. Alright, 7 inches of snow per 6 hours. I think they probably want to know how many inches per hour. So 7 inches on top over 6 hours on the bottom. 7 divided by 6 is 1.1. Now it's a repeating 6, so round it off to 7, so 1.7 inches in 1 hour. Okay, again, inches per hour here. The only one that was very different was this one right here, I believe. There's miles per gallon. All these others I switched around. Cost per calculator. Okay, here was cost per yards mowed. This is the only one where we switched it, so miles was actually written first per gallon. So make sure you have the correct rate when you do those. Again, rates, a little note up here, rates compare unlike items. Okay, that's the key with rates, that they're unlike items. So if I look at the first question, calculators and money. Number 3, yards per money. Number 5, miles and gallons. I'm comparing different units. Okay, so that's another way you can think about this. Okay, is that when you do a rate, you're using different units. Okay, each one's going to be different, and that's very different than ratios. Well, ratios, we're comparing the same units. So I'm going to put a box there. Little side note, these have to be the same units. Okay, and you get a ratio. Okay, so rates are unlike items, or different units. Ratios are the same units. Okay, coming up will be our second handout.